Okay, everyone's making this type of video, so here's my 2 cents. The vision of going out and PKing people who don't want to partake in PvP has always been stupid. Jagex's stance of luring people into the wild that don't want to be there, just so they can be feasted upon by PKers, is, and always has been, fucking shit. I remember back in 2013 when they first said it on the Q&A, shouting, "No! No! Why? No MMO has ever forced that to happen." And some MMOs have the feature of going into a PvP server, and notice those servers are always dead for good reason. Now let's get into why. So luring people into the wild that don't want to be there just so they can get feasted upon by PKers is a terrible stance. And okay. So they said they wanted to have an ecosystem where people didn't want to PK, were forced into the wild so they could be PK'd to please the PKers. It's just some weird, messed up sacrifice to please PKers, and it just leads to PKers getting nothing but scraps and 95% of the game angry at PKers. Do you remember 3 years ago, on Reddit, the gay retards movement started? That was where a bunch of people were just going out and griefing purposely people doing clue scrolls and doing PVM purposefully because they spite voted no to PvP. So you had the people who didn't want to do PvP, but Jagex was forcing them into the wilderness to kill specific bosses to get pets and to do the best prayer experience, and they didn't want to be there, and they kept getting killed. You should never force a player into a PvP situation if they don't want to do it. That's going to lead to a rift, that's going to lead to a miserable time, and that is going to lead to a broken game mechanic. Then, you had the PKers getting angry at all of the players doing the PVM stuff and prayer in the wilderness, not wanting to do PvP, and then voting no because it seemed that they wanted to do that content safe. But the problem is, that content should have never been in the wilderness to begin with. So it's just not a good system. Think of it like this. If you're a PKer, okay, and you want to go out there and you want to breed, do you really want to kill a player for a spade and some bones? Not really. And if you're a PK and you're not a PKer, do you really want to go into PvP? Do you want to be forced to do PvP? See, I'm in a good spot because I am maxed, nice flex, I'm a maxed pure who does PvP. So I've done all of the skilling, I've done a lot of PVM, and I've done a fuckload of PKing. So I feel I have a good say in this because I've done a whole lot of shit on this game. But let's say I want to do some Slayer, okay? Let's say I want to grind a 300k Slayer day. As a pure of that Slayer helm, don't hate, that's good, okay? Let's say I want to grind a 300k Slayer day. Do I really want to go out there with 115k risk or something and do shit monsters consistently worried about dying? No, I want to get the best experience possible. This is why PVM and PvP has always been split in other MMOs. You'd go into your raids, you would go into your dungeons, and then you would go to a battleground. You wouldn't do a dungeon and then halfway through someone would jump in and kill you and grief you and spam you and call you names and say your mum's bald and all this shit as you're trying to complete it. That doesn't happen. With good reason. Jesus Christ. Do you really think that currently this is the future of PvP? Because I don't. I really don't. So back in 2014, when Bounty Hunter was initially released, it was so popular because it finally changed that failed ecosystem, and a lot of people had a place to go where the game would say, fight this PKer, here's a person you can fight. And it was really nice because everyone there was willing and wanted to do PvP. It was lacking a lot of the features we wanted, sure, but it was a good start. A lot of people don't even know this, but before Jagex officially implemented the kill system on the high scores so it tracked your Bounty Hunter rank, and way before third-party clients showed it, did you know the OG Bounty Hunter PKers, including me, who were that serious? We created a spreadsheet. Divide created a spreadsheet first, then everyone else followed. People made fancy ones that would auto-update and all this to track the kills and to compete. Now this shows that there's always been a desire to compete for high scores within PvP. It's not just about money. Now let me break that down a little bit more. What Biohunter always needed was an in-depth high score system with a reward system that showed your skill level. Like, look at the tier 6 Biohunter hat. That required 2,500 kills for the ability to wear it. Why didn't they expand on that? I had like 7,700 kills before it got removed. That's 3 times the limit. I would love to have seen a hat that requires 500 kills with, I don't know, maybe an animated live dragon living on your scalp. I don't make this shit. But like, why didn't they have a full set to go with the hat, you know? A lot of cool cosmetics. They could have had recolors for stuff like torso, defenders, dragon scimitar. There's a lot of stuff that could be cosmetic and untradeable. Because nobody ever asked for raw GP to come out of Biohunter. This is what confused a lot of the OG Biohunter PKers and the people really addicted to that PvP minigame. No one said to Jagex, we need 5 mil an hour. That what? No, we asked for rewards that bolstered supply costs that allows you to keep PKing. Because you shouldn't really have to leave PvP to go farm supplies to do PvP again, in my opinion. If you're a good PKer, you should be able to self-sustain yourself by killing people. That is what the Blighted Supplies should have been. The Blighted Supplies should have always been untradeable and held no value. They should have just been there to bolster PKers who want to keep PKing. Now that was also going to help new PKers as well. I don't understand why it was tradable. I don't understand why Blighted Restores had a value of 8k each. That nobody asked for this. We all said untradeable. The GP per hour destroyed Biohunter because of the farmers. We didn't ask for GP an hour. We want an in-depth high score system. We want cosmetics that show people who are OG. Have you ever been into PvP and you see that one guy and you look at him and you just think, holy shit, I do not want to attack that person. This is what we need. We need some motherfucker to walk around and someone to look at him and go, he has 400,000 confirmed kills in Biohunter. I'm not going to touch that man. That's what we need. This is what Biohunter should have been. This is what Biohunter 3 should have been. Not supply crates that gave you a 1.2 mil emblem for killing someone, and Jesus fucking Christ, it was a mess. It was, nobody wanted Biohunter 3, Jagex. Smash desk! Alright, moving on. PvP worlds do have the same goal as Biohunter, but because it lacks the core features that Biohunter had, it has no high scores and it doesn't have that cosmetic reward I was talking about. Sure, it's only a hat, but it's something to aim for. And in my opinion, the biggest downfall, now this might be a little bit, you know, controversial, is the plus 15, minus 15 is stupid. Does anyone know at Jagex how broken plus 15 combat is to fight? It's like trying to kill Chad with a maple short. Good luck trying to kill a 103 med on an 88 1 defense. Pure Jagex! God! Why? Blah. Anyways, just to sum this up, because I could have a 14 series Netflix special on just how much Jagex has fucked PvP up in the past, but this is how you fix PvP to all the naysayers. Forget this stupid fucking ecosystem of bullying people who don't want to be part of PvP. Make a PvP minigame where PvPers who want to do PvP actually do PvP versus PvPers, not PvPers that kill PvMers who don't want to be there in the first place. Okay, that's that one. Step 2, money shouldn't be a problem. We don't want raw GP because that's going to fuck it all up again. Instead, we need supplies that bolster the activity of PvPing. Again, a PvPer shouldn't leave PvP in order to come back to do PvP. A PvPer should be able to self-sustain itself in PvP by doing PvP. Okay? Fuck! That's number 2. Number 3 is rewards, cosmetics. We want to see sick, cool things that make PKs look scary, good, cool, fucking amazing. Okay, I want to see an animated D-Sim that does spirals as he hits someone, that shows he's killed someone. I don't fucking go with this. But cosmetics are really important. That's 3. 4, competitive high scores based on elo. I want to see someone and go, motherfucker, this guy's scary. I'm not touching him. I'm dip-setting. I'm gunners. I want to see that happen. Those 4 things will immediately make PvP a better place. I really don't understand how this is such a hard thing. I don't understand how I'm seeing videos of people coming out and going, but we need to make the PVMers go into PvP place better by doing better things. No! Stop it! Stop it! Fucking stop it, you fucking little fucker! I don't know, look at minigames like LMS, it's doing really well. That's a minigame where PvPers go to learn PvP. They learn it, it's safe, it's a good environment, and it's active. It's like, you know, it's fucked when the biggest, most active part of PvP is a safe minigame where you learn PvP. Good God, that's so depressing. Anyways, I genuinely do think that's the future. It doesn't have to be Biohunter, but something styled like Biohunter, or fuck it, the creators back in the day. Just an area where PvPers go to PvP, they can keep PvP in. You get ranks, you get cosmetics, and there's a reason to be there. Not just to kill people who don't want to be there. It's just, we really need to get away from that idea. I don't want to go out to Green Dragons and kill Timmy, who's killing Green Dragons to afford his first 4 mil visage. I don't want to do that. I don't want to kill some motherfucker who doesn't want to be there for 35k. No. Instead, I'd rather kill Spectab 15 for his fucking magic short and rune arrows, and I'd feel better about that, to be honest. But I'm just rambling at this point, but I think that's the future of PvP. What do you guys think? Am I completely wrong? I think I'm right, but right people always think they're right. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. I love you all.